Hello everyone, welcome to my next video of microprocessor. Hope you all have followed the previous video of mine. In the previous video, we have studied about load instruction, store instruction, division instruction, and summarized division and multiplication table. In today's video, we will be seeing few more instructions and a different classification of 8086 instructions. Okay. To start with, first is classification of 8086 instructions. All the instructions are classified into on the basis of function they perform as follows. The first one is data transfer instructions. In data transfer instructions, we are already pretty familiar with this. These instructions like move, load, store, exchange, input, output, push and pop of data. These are the examples, right? Now, what they say here is what might be the source and what might be the destination. Okay. So here the source can be a register, either a register or a memory or even a port. Okay. So we can transfer the data from a register or a memory location or a port. Okay. Then destination. What can be a destination? A destination can also be a register, a memory, or a port. Okay. Next. Now there has to be one thing that needs to be noted down, that is memory to memory or port to port data are not transferred by single instruction. Okay. So what does that mean? We cannot move from one memory location to another memory location in one single instruction, right? For example, if it is a MOV space in single bracket 1234H, comma, in another single bracket 4567H. So what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to move the data from 4567H memory location to 1234H memory location, right? So this cannot be done, all right? So similarly, from one port address to another port address cannot be done, okay? Now we will see later on how to move the data from a port address to into the processor, or moving the data from the processor into the port address given, all right? Here they have given few examples here: move, exchange, push, pop, LDS, LEA. I'll tell you what is the meaning of LDS, LEA. Right, in and out instructions, we know, we are familiar with this. In and out instructions are used in order to transfer the data from port into the processor or from processor to the port. Port is nothing but the peripheral device that is connected to the processor. All right. First one, let us see the arithmetic instructions. Though we are familiar, we'll just go through it once. They perform the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, increment, decrement, comparison, ASCII, and decimal adjust. All right. So these are all the different types of arithmetic instructions. All right. Subtraction, addition, increment, multiplication, division, CMP is comparison, and DA is decimal adjust after addition. Right? Like DA, we have AAA, triple A, that is ASCII adjust after addition. Next, we have logical instructions. As we all know, that they perform the logical AND, or XOR, NOT, right? And we have rotate instructions, shift instructions. All these instructions are also included in logical instructions. Next, program execution transfer instruction. What does that mean? Instructions of this group transfer program execution from the normal sequence of instructions to the specified destination or target. That means when your processor is going through the normal process of execution of one instruction after another, whenever your processor comes across any one of these instructions, your processor will stop executing in the normal fashion and the processor will be shifted. All right, the PC will be loaded with some other location, some other memory address from where it will have to start executing. This we have already seen while writing so many number of programs in 8085. All right. So when your processor PC shifted from one address to some other address, okay, uh, such instructions are called as program execution transfer instruction or branch instruction. Okay. Iteration control instructions like loop. So far we have seen what is a loop, but these instructions like loop if equal, LOOPE means loop if equal, loop if zero, loop if not equal, loop if not zero are also included in this group. Okay, that is program execution transfer instructions. So what is the meaning of loop if equal, loop if non-zero? We know about jump instruction, right? JMP is unconditional jump. It will not check for any condition, right? Likewise, in jump, we have conditional jump also. Jump if equal, jump if zero, jump if not zero, right? Jump if above, jump if below, right? So likewise, we have the same kind of instructions in case of loop. Jump if the condition satisfies, right? Similarly, continue with the loop if the particular condition satisfies. Loop should be continued if there is equality. Loop should be continued if the result is zero, if the result is not equal. Okay, so there are conditional loops. These are all conditional loops, right? Then next we have interrupt instructions. Interrupt instructions, INT, INTO, or IRET. All right, interrupt return. Processor control instructions. Processor control instructions means these are of two types. One is it is related to flag manipulation. Okay, either it will manipulate or change a particular flag bit in the flag register, or it will control the machine. It will control the entire processor. Okay. For example, you have CLC. What does this CLC do? Clear the carry bit of the flag register. You have carry flag in the flag register, isn't it? Clear the carry flag in the flag register. Yes. Okay. Now, CLD. What does this mean? Clear the direction flag bit in the flag register. STC. Set the carry flag. Set the carry flag in the flag register. Set the STD. Set the this one direction flag bit of the flag register. Halt. What does it do? We have come across HLT so many times. At the end of every program, we come across halt. It halts further execution of the program. Okay. NOP, no operation. It will not perform any other operation. All right. Your processor will not perform any operation. Then you have lock instruction. Lock instruction is when any instruction has a prefix lock. That means if there is a co-processor along with the main processor, right? There are few co-processors also. These co-processors, if they are used along with the main processor, like if 8086 is the main processor, along with that, if you're using an ARM controller that is acting as a co-processor for your 8086, then if you have lock in as a prefix to some instruction, then you are locking any other co-processor to take hold of your address bus data bus. Okay, to make use of, you're stopping that, you're locking it. Okay, you're locking your address buses and data buses for the co-processor to take over. Getting it?